Hello, Tamara, and everybody else who may be here. I just seen her name quickly. I know it's Mandela Mondays, but I really did not want to color anything else. I just seen a picture of a girl right there. I did this outside. That's all I got done outside. So to what do you call it? I was gonna I almost said straight talk. I was just gonna straight color it, but I went, you know what? I wanna shadow it in and everything. Okay. It's all weird. Why is this weird out? I'll be right back. My PC's buffering. No, that was me. I had to Wi-Fi's. Oh, Wi-Fi is pissing me off. It is. Okay. If it keeps this up, I'm done. I had just mashed potatoes for lunch. Don't judge me. I'll probably have something else later that's healthy. I'll probably put some vegetables on a plate and munch on them. Well, it's already 3, and he has food separate in the crock pot. Tomorrow I'm doing pasta with meat sauce. I might grab 2 things of meat and put it in. 2 things of sauce. Oh yeah, this is good. And if we have leftover meat sauce, freeze it. Or when I have ramen, I get a scoop and put it on the ramen and put that in the microwave and just heat it up a little bit so the sauce is a little bit hot. I would heat the sauce up first, but I don't know how much sauce I need. So, okie dokie, let's get that dark color. I can't remember what color I used now. I think I used burnt carmine. I'm not sure. I think it was burnt carmine. Red violet. What's red violet doing over here? Now, where does red violet belong? Does it belong with the reds? Oh, I gotta move these around still. I never did. Is it this one? Oh, it's you right there. Nope. It's you I like. Every part of you. Your eyes, your lips. I don't know what color I used for that. Oh, I got it. At first I couldn't find him. Like, okay. I don't know, man. Oh, sorry. Have you had generic meatball subs? All we do is get hot dog buns, already made meatballs in the freezer. Yeah, my mother used. I used to get those meatballs all the time. Let them room defrost. I did. You're not really supposed to, but if you're gonna cook them, I don't see nothing wrong with it. I put it in the pan it's supposed to go in, and I let them defrost and get room temperature first, and then I stab a whole bunch of holes in them. Sometimes I cut them in half and made a big pan. So I put a one can of sauce in. Well, first I spray it with Pam just in case. Well, I put them in a bowl and then put the spaghetti sauce on it, and then I put it back in the pan, and I leave it in there for a good hour. Halfway through, I put another can of sauce in there. I use the cheap stuff. Then I add all the flavoring stuff and mix it really well. Another half hour in the oven. I do that a long time, and my mom says that though it's like it was the best she ever had. You know what color this reminds me of? Brick red. That was my favorite red. Mom says, why? I says, I don't know. I like red, regular red, but I love brick red. Oh, we used to cheap spaghetti sauce too, unless I see a really good tea. Yeah, I get the can, Hans. It used to be $1. Stop and Shop brand. It said, I can't remember what it was, what the name of it was. It was really cheap. I says, one time my whole carriage was all the cheap brand, Stop and Shop brand. If they had it with something I had, I bought it. This one woman says, you had the cheap crap. She said, I realized, ma'am, it's not cheap crap. If it was crap, I don't think I'll be buying it. Now, would I? Everybody needs to watch what they spend. If you can afford all those other expensive brands, fine. Leave me alone. She didn't know I worked there. Del Monte, yeah, until the. Yeah, I usually I stick with the cheap sauce and buy tons of it. Because one time we were stocking up our house because income tax. So the first trip, I left the house at 6 a.m. Brought all canned goods. Actually, I went there for canned goods. I had yeah. I finished my shopping at another Stop and Shop. Because they says, I think you're crazy for keep making trips like this, Michelle. Why don't you do it one trip? Are you going to take me home? No, because you refuse to even let me in your car. Because, yeah, I work with them. You know, it's like, no, I didn't. I went back there. Because they brought all the canned goods home, put it on the table. My mom says, all right, so I have to put this back. Yep, I'm taking the bus again. I took the bus as far as I can on s- uh, um Dyer Ave, and then the area where the Cranston Street bus comes. I wait for the Cranston Street bus, and it goes close enough to Stop and Shop. I filled that up with the regular shop and took it home. Went back to get the other stuff that I missed, and then that's when they said it was stupid. Oh, it's stupid to go shopping. Everybody in here, my boss here said, oh, I'm sorry, he's not a real boss. I went, oh, he got mad. He says it's stupid to go shopping, especially when you have no car. No one is offering you a ride home. So you don't have to make 3 trips. One trip was nothing but cans, like I said. One was a oh no, the third trip was nothing but meats. And it was tons of meat. So much. Oh no, the frozen food. That now. My mom said go to Honeydew, sit there for a couple hours. They didn't help me get home. Exactly. The Walmart brand chili is better than the other chili that he bought. The next day when I was at work, you know what? I didn't go back that day. I got the meat that day. And he says, you're getting more food. No wonder you're fat. I'm like, that's it. I'm reporting you. This is meat. Why didn't you get it yesterday? I didn't have no space in my cart. Why don't you get another cart? I went, now, how in the Sam heck am I supposed to carry two? He was ridiculous. The had one of the stores, Michelle, I heard him. He's being written up. And he looked at me and short fall and went, no, you're the one that's being mean. He was so mean. Michelle, you have the rest of the day to follow me because you'll get paid for the rest of the day. And I just, you're going to be paid for 12, 10, a full day. And he put it in. Oh, thank you. He even told him, it says, if she comes to me, has any problems against you ever, you will get canned straight from, you, you'll get fired. Because I am not going to put up with this. We have so many reports against you. You're about to get canned. If you don't get in no more trouble, don't harass her. I will take them away. And I heard him and says, I don't want him fired. He's ill and he doesn't take care of himself. Yeah, it's still soap. It's still soap. One time my mom says, what kind of shampoo? The dollar one. I always got that one and that was the best one. And at school, it says, oh, we'll buy you shampoo if you can't afford the good stuff. I mean, what the heck is the difference? I get the dollar one because it's cheaper and it works. Yep, I did that. I did a whole shop and all the cheap crap, like that woman said. Mm-hmm. And she had an argument with the store manager. Someone, she has to buy all the cheap crap. Can't you lower the prices? I went, ma'am, will you leave him alone? I work here and you're putting us down left and right. If you don't like this store, then get out. I'm getting the cheap crap like you say because I want to because it's the same as everything else. I told her off and then I was so upset that day. So pissed off that day. I went. And then the same boss I nearly got fired says, "Oh, Michelle's being pissy." I'm like, do I need to report you? No, sorry. Oh, yeah. I don't care what soap I use. Because I usually rinse with straight hot water. If it has grease on in a pan, I hose it down pretty. I rinse it really, really, really well. I think he got palm olive this time. In Dawn, they had dispenser thing. It's not they didn't. It's not for you reusable, but I reuse it. I dropped my pencil sharpener. That was the kaboom. Oh, I kind of wish I took some chips yesterday. Said to show, says, "Can I have the Doritos?" Cause I didn't see that. What was that noise? Something just moved. Everything's in place though. That's weird. Oh. Excuse me, sorry. Oh, that's scary. Hit the like button, everybody. I just did. You see, I don't like eating. I do not like eating because I'm hungry again. I quit eating. This one woman, she was like, she she said right in front of a social worker, she went to a social worker so she can get better, but she was bulimic or anorexic. She was bulimic. She's at the beginning. Says, "What? I eat and I'm still hungry. So why bother eating? We don't need to." She had it in her head that she did not need to eat. And the social worker said, "Yeah, you do need to eat. You'll die, but you get hungry." I went, "Yeah, you're supposed to eat several times a day, not just one or two. Believe it or not just 3 times. A lot of households will tell the kids you get breakfast, lunch, and supper, no snacks. Then the kids are starving at supper time and they eat so fast and want seconds, and then they say no seconds. You had enough. And then they're so thin that it's ridiculous. When I was a kid, I knew this. We knew this family that the kids are so painfully thin because the mother kept food from them sometimes. Not when people was over. Man, those kids scarfed down food when they were allowed to eat more than what they thought. I heard him say, "Oh, are we allowed to eat today?" And that's where it ended because my mom finally heard it. I told her I heard it the last time I was over. She wouldn't even let me eat. Kids don't eat during the week here. You get lunch at school, and that's all you need. All you get. And during the weekend, mothers makes them fend for themselves. They don't even remember one day during the weekend or the summer that the mother actually helped them, cook them for them. And they only ate once a day during the summer because she was never home. I think I already said something like this. There was a couple of mothers that did not like when their husband went out of town for months on end. And I don't really think she liked being a mother at all because why would any mother refuse to feed the kids? Would always buy the food but wouldn't feed them. I'm like, the one new school year when we went back to school, they were so skinny. Thank God we had a party that day. I got food a few times and I gave it to the one brother that was in my class. Yes, you can go get your siblings. This is probably the only food you'll get. Big, big party. It could have been the end of the school year. Because she's the only one it was at the end of the school year. So he went to get all this. They ate this pizza, homemade pizza, tons of it too. She goes, "Don't worry, Michelle, you can have it. Just let them eat because, like you said, they probably won't eat a full meal until the beginning of next year." And then they came back the next year, not too thin, I'm sorry, but at the end of the school year, they were really thin because the mother stopped them eating at the house. And then someone called um, the child services or whatever. Then they found out where the husband was. The husband was sent home. There's a problem with your wife not feeding kids, and they were going out for days and days on end. He goes, "Not, no way. No, that can't be right. She loves those kids. She was at her boyfriend's house the whole time. She would like get them up. Sometimes she would feed them in it for a few days." Are you in a haunted house? I'm starting to believe it. I swear to God, honest to God, I heard something go thump. Unless my brother's upstairs and he fell out of bed. Who knows? That's why I looked up. Is this how if this house is haunted? But nothing came. Oh no, I had to pay for something. It's not a bad haunted house. They probably made the ghost probably made a noise and now laughing at me. Everybody knows the ghost of Annabelle, right? Well, John Carver has a new granddaughter, first granddaughter. Her name is Annabelle. I'm like, no, no, no. Tell me you didn't, Rebecca. Please change that name. But no, baby's name is Annabelle. Oh, it's fine if it's haunted. I'm still alive, so can't be that bad. There was this one family. Nothing bad happened. They think that their house was haunted by a little girl because they kept seeing that a silhouette and then it would disappear. And both husband and wife, before they had the baby, says, "You can stay as long as you're not a bad ghost." Then they heard almost positive it was a nice ghost. Sometimes they'll find the baby in a different room. The baby either crawled really well at three months old across this house, or the little girl ghost picked him up and put him in a chair, in an easy chair, and was watching TV. So who knows? But the little girl didn't like it when she was told to leave. So bad things started getting thrown. So yeah, she had a priest come and get the ghost out, or call Ghostbusters, holy water and everything. Ghost hunters, king, to see if she was still there. And he says, we don't sense anybody, but they stayed there for a couple days. It said there's nothing here. Do you believe in ghosts, Tamara? Now, if the ghost enters one of my baby dolls, I'll be heartbroken, but the baby dolls will be out of here. No, I have a crucifix, and I'll lay my crucifix over my baby dolls, and they will be protected. Now I just have to figure out a color for the houses. All right, I was sitting here and said, "What shall I color that's a mandala?" But all I could think of is a girl in that position. I'm like, okay. But I already started it, so it must have been on my mind that I should finish this one. Mm. I bet it does. I dreamt of my aunt's funeral from beginning to end, and I don't know why. I did. I think I wasn't meant to leave. Um, to Stop and Shop in Cranston because I kept having dreams of me finding out my mother or father dying while I was at work because I got a call at work about it and I collapsed into other people's arms, crying and screaming and everything. No, 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 no. I kept dreaming of that. And it didn't happen then. It happened while after I was fired and everything from another location. Oh, I have to tell you a story, Tamara. I gotta tell you a story about 9/11. You want to know something, Tamara? You sitting down? I gotta tell you something. Okay. About 10 months before 9/11, I started having this dream. First, it was a calm dream of me sitting in a stairwell. There was other people there. We were just sitting there. But it was a set. We were scared. And I woke up in a cold sweat. My boyfriend says, "You okay?" I had a dream I was stuck in a stairwell, but it was other people there, and we were really scared. Then the next one, and this is how I dreamt of it like this for like 9 months. Then it started getting really bad at the end. It was hot. I felt heat. And usually you don't feel heat, or you're not supposed to hear your dreams. But I did. And it was red. I kept seeing flashes of red. Then then there was fire. Then blood came into the picture. In about a month, it was almost like shaking. And then a couple days before, it was like the building was collapsing. And then I would wake up right before it collapsed. Oh, hold on. I'm going to wait until I finish when she gets back. Well, I'll repeat it. In my last dream was when it collapsed completely. And I was laying there underneath all the rubble. I did not say all this before. I didn't want to scare people. I woke up in the middle of it, hearing people, "Hello, are you there? Are you there?" And then I woke up with the telephone call, telephone ringing. I was at my boyfriend's. He goes, "Put on the news." I'm like, "Oh my gosh." And then 9/11 happened. I'm like, "Oh my gosh." Because I slept in the living room because I couldn't get rested. So I just laid there in my tank top and just underwear and laid on the couch with blankie, and I fell asleep like that. Yep, that was a scary. I also dreamt I had a baby, but that never. Okay, let's get on. I'm gonna get the lightest blue I have. And if one person says it's supposed to be White House, I don't care. I'm making it blue. Actually, you have the reborn. When I dreamt I had a baby is when many years ago. I have not had any more dreams of having kids ever. My last dream of having kids was I had triplets. Uh, not on this side. I would have woke up screaming too, but yeah, this happened many years ago. Didn't I haven't my last dream was having triplets, and I have not dreamt anything since. Yep. This one woman, she and her husband left because of this. I don't blame him. She says, because I said, "Are you gonna have triplets?" She goes, "If I had triplets, I'm abandoning them." And she walked away from me. I'm like, "What?" Husband says, "Well, someone's getting a divorce." So he divorced her. Of course, they argued about it for like quite a few months. She actually reported me too. And says, I had never seen her before. And someone says she was in your. I didn't recognize her because she looked painfully. And they said, oh, her. Because she says that she thought she was pregnant, the pregnancy test. I'm like, I'm gonna have triplets as a joke. She goes, if I have triplets, I'm gonna abandon them somewhere. I'm like, what? And she walked away with her stuff after her husband paid. I'm like, that and her husband's the one that said about divorce. I didn't say nothing about it. He says, don't worry, you're not in trouble. She's a she's a wacko. She says, he says where he grew up, she was always what they call Lucy, only because she would like almost hallucinate sometimes. And they said nothing was wrong with us. She's probably again. Well, yeah, you're a yo-yo. Who can sing the song "Shallow"? I can. Shallow. My brother at said he wonders how the potatoes and chicken in the crock pot with the onion soup. I'm like, oh yeah, that'll be good, definitely. So that's what he's making. All he needed is some veggie in there. Should tell him to put peppers in there. Rough cut it and just throw them in there. Oh, one time I wanted peppers in my sauce, but I didn't feel like cooking them, so I cut them up small and just threw them in the sauce like that. It still gets cooked. The best way. And that's what I'm gonna do with some peppers tomorrow. So the started pepper and the one full pepper will get diced up and put it in the sauce with the meat. Oh, I can't wait for that. That's starting at noon. So I'm gonna be doing 2 hours of not landscape, time lapse. So I can't have no disruptions. Okay, guys, I have to really concentrate and just do it. I want to try to do 2 full hours, get that recorded, and then watch it and see how long it is. Because one time I recorded a time, I want to see how long it takes to watch it back. Not long. So it might be 2 hours for me, but it might be only like 2 minutes for you. Yep. That's why I said I wish I had an Apple computer. Because then I can link my phone to the computer in Did I say no cussing? Let's all become. Oh no, that's not. The rules are in no circumstances, no drama toward anybody, no cussing, be kind to everybody, and no bullying. Thank you. Yep, that's it. Simple rules. Then drama, everybody goes for like bashing people as well. Or, you can't do that. You're here to either listen to me or watch me create. Like now we're having a chit chat. We talk. Now during that, if you want to talk about why does she do this, like an author and stuff, that's fine. But just don't put them down because they don't deserve it. No one deserves that. All right. That's what the saying goes for. Love, don't judge. Peace out. No, not peace out. I'm not going nowhere. Well, for now. My tummy's empty. Well, it's not empty, no. No, it's not empty. You're hungry between meals? Well, between meal and snack, what you could do is just drink water. Fill up your stomach with water. Okay, Tamara, I have to go to the ladies' room, and then I need a snack. Could you watch the chat for me? Um, I'm pretty sure there's a mod watching, but sometimes they need a heads up. Okay. Oh, for your cat, get some chicken broth. Your cat might eat that, and will settle his stomach, and he'll get over from COVID. Her cat has COVID. It's sad. Tell your brother-in-law to get some plain chicken broth for Loki, or you can give Loki some chicken broth, chicken soup. Let me go pee and then get a snack. I'm back. I got some grapes and a cucumber. Oh, that's nice. Snacks are well, bring healthier snacks in. And I'll eat it. He goes, okay. So he brings him one thing of cucumber. You don't eat the whole thing, you have a couple slices. That's it. I mean, a couple slices? This is a vegetable, it's good for you. I just take the seed out. He goes, why? That's the fruit part. You get that out. Okay. So you already had a chicken broth. Loki might like that. I did that for my dad's cat and my brother's cat. Oh, there you go. Yeah, I did that for my dad's cat and my brother's cat. No one knew it. I didn't say it until now. But they drank that and yep. They love that. But no. I didn't feel like getting the. These are little cucumbers, so I left the seeds in. Yeah, put that in a little bowl for him near his water dish. Or to get him to drink it, just remove his food and his water. That might be helpful to him. This one woman had this dog. He didn't drink just water. We don't drink just water, so he would get different other drinks that's not harmful for dogs. Other woman said her dog eats and drinks just about everything, but he's very active and he stayed thinned down. Oh, there you go. One time I was putting a puzzle together, but it's getting kind of late. And I said, you finish that tomorrow, because it was during the summer, no school. So left that one. We had a cat. Um, wake up in the morning and the cat is sleeping in the puzzle box. I'm like, seriously? Yeah, but that fat butt broke my puzzle box. I have no idea where half the pieces went. I think he destroyed that puzzle too. A lot of the pieces was missing out that day. So that day I decided to move everything and clean it, and I never found those pieces. I really think he sat there and ate them. That was the only explanation. Because I went to the store the next day to get another one because my mom let me get another one. And I says, what happened to the other one? Says, I don't know if my cat ate the pieces or what. A lot of the pieces was missing. Says, okay. They think it was their fault because one puzzle was damaged, and the people put the pieces. Some puzzles was damaged, so they put the pieces in one box and set it aside. They were gonna throw it away, but someone else went behind them and put it on the shelf. And I think you might have bought that one. I'm like, oh, that explains why the several different ones there. So let me pick two puzzles. You want to see big grapes? Remember one time my dad insisted he see me with a plate full of food. I'm like, you mean my breakfast? He says, was that breakfast? Yeah. He goes, oh, for two? I gotta see who this person is. She parked across the street. And she's looking at the house across the street. Now she's walking over there. What the heck? Hmm? Oh, she's taking pictures. I don't know what for. Well, probably. Big ass house across the street. Big yard. I wouldn't want that yard. I would actually sell half of my land to get rid of that yard. Hmm. Yep. I know someone that had so much land on their property because the great 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 grandfather, every time he earned more and more money, he kept expanding his property until on just about all you could see was all theirs. You can start a whole new community. So she built some houses. So she drew went from 6 to 12 houses. No, 8 to 12 houses. I can't remember. Was a total of 12 eventually. That's at one end, and she was on the way on the other end. This is a lot of land now, and those houses got bought really quick, and they said you could do that because she had her own land somewhere else. She inherited this from her father. So that's what she did. She built all those houses. Guess what? She was the landlord of all those houses. Rent. They had money. So they were set. First of the month. They even said it starting at 8 a.m. She goes literally house to house collecting all the rent money in it's the regular notebook she has. Anything needs fixing, if they say no, if something needs to be fixed, they have to do it themselves. Yep. But the thing is, that was a lot of work. So on land that she made 12, those first 12 houses. She did one, two, three, I think 4 streets. The really long street, and 12 houses on each road, on street. On each street had 12 houses. Okay. So I think she sold two of the streets they owned. So she just kept the other 24 for rent. And she was on vacation for at one point. So they thought, oh, I guess we own it, right? Because they thought that they had rent to own when it wasn't rent to own. They changed the fence. They painted the house. They dug up some kind of wall, and then there was against this big hill. That wall was supposed to stay there because it kept the hill from sliding. Yeah, well, their house got, it was a landslide. So she got like called back from vacation, went over, says, "Well, who took away that rock? Did you move that? You did a lot of stuff that you're not supposed to do here. You caused a lot of damage here. Isn't this rent to own?" I went, "No, it's just renting." Oh, landslide destroyed everything except for the house. He was lucky. He had to pay for all. He had to get rid of the debris. Mm-hmm. Yep. Actually, sadly to say, it's her property. He took her to court, and so she did it. Yeah, but I have a right to charge him. Oh yeah, you can charge him. Mm-hmm. So he got charged for it. So I'll make it easy on him. I'll just raise his rent. But he felt bad because his wife got pregnant and stuff. So he didn't make her pay, make him. She didn't make him pay for it no more, and they kept changing stuff. But own his house. Oh, I don't. I mean, he kept playing stupid. I know. Right. He kept playing. He kept acting like he didn't know anything. I'm like, something's not right with this man. Something was not right with him. She eventually evicted him and just. And he was wondering why. She was wondering why the house next door fence was moved over more. He was making his yard bigger. That's why he got rid of the wall against that side of the where the landslide was. And she found out that landslide slide was done, but that hill was man made. They did it. It was I guess his grandfather did it. So every once in a while, this one company came and did a couple. He said this is the easiest way to do it. So, and it's free. Back had to take some. Oh wow, Tamara. I hope you feel better. How's Loki doing? I wonder how Loki got COVID. You guys can, get it too, from him. I think. I'm craving some crackers. Oh, poor baby. Hmm. Yeah, that's right. This one family, just like yours. A son and a father and a wife. But they had a dog. They kept antagonizing the dog and stuff. Dog was not. The dog ate something he shouldn't. He walked right over to the one that was doing all the instigating, threw up all over him, and went to his mother crying. And then they took him to the vet. I was like, Johnson. He says, she says, you antagonize him, you got thrown up on. You do. He picked up, and it was a German Shepherd too. She picked up the German Shepherd, brought it to the vet. Put him down. Nope. I'll put you down. I just heard. I watched this story about this little girl. She was visiting friends with her mother out of town. When they had a dog that the friends had a dog that just had puppies. So they had the dog properly barricaded. Okay, the little girl was not going to touch him. She just wanted to go look, and the dog literally bit off her nose. And they weren't going to sue them and make them put the dog down. It's like the dog had puppies. And I was taught, if you go near a dog with puppies, she'll attack you. And why do you think this? Because she's scared for her baby's safety. And my dad and my mom said, exactly. So if they bite you anywhere, there's nothing we can do for that because it's our fault. When we get bit by a dog, most likely it's our fault. And we have to stop and think of what we did wrong to get bit. But a lot of people say, oh, they got bit, so they put all the blame on the poor dog. I went, no. I got bit in the face. It was my fault. Comfort zone. Never do that. In other words, don't stick your face in his face. Poor dog. My friend, she was mad at her mother. Her dog got sick, and the nervous kind of sick. And they had the dog about an hour. She says, "Nope, I don't want a sick dog. Bring him back." And the mother says, "If you don't bring him back, you're out of the house." So fine. She says, "Fine. I'll go live with my dad with this dog." And she looked at me. You leave that one. You only had him. You can leave too. I'm fine. And I stayed outside with the dog, and she got all her clothes, personal belongings, because she was older than me, and she had her own car. She said that she'll take me home, so she took me home. Well, first we went to the father's house. He said yes, he could stay. She could stay with him with the dog. Dog loved it there. Um, and when she was situated, she took me home. It didn't help that she yelled at the dog like, first thing, come in. I mean, well, he wouldn't move. It's just, well, he's scared. She's, you don't live here, so mind your own business. I told her, I'm gonna go. No, no, wait, I'll take you home. That's cute. That's cute. But this little girl lost her nose. But she'll be fine. By the time she's my age and our age, because me and you are just about the same age, it would look like a normal nose. All they have to do is get a ribbon and shape it into the bridge of the nose. That's all they have to do. Cartilage. They can get cartilage. I forget how they do it. Oh, this one dog actually got into bubblegum. The same dog. She, they don't know how he must have opened the door because her father had his favorite bubblegum. Like that. He would pop a couple in his mouth and he would do his yard work and the dog got into it and yeah. They had to take him to the vet. The, because they didn't want that to go through his system and the vets put him under empty out his stomach. His stomach was one giant thing of gum. So they had to get piece by piece out. Piece. What? I'll be dreaming of you tonight till tomorrow. I'll be holding you tight. There's nowhere in the world I'd rather be than here in my room, dreaming about you and me. I don't know the Spanish part. Otherwise, I'll sing it. Of you tonight. If I went to a J-Lo concert and she looked at me, what song do you want to hear? I'm dreaming of you, please, please, please. Because I know she can sing it. Yeah, I wish we had a light outside. Sorry. Thanks to my sister for the soda. This it's funny. This one woman bought snacks for her kid's birthday party for 30 kids, 2 bags of chips. I'm like, what? What, did they want more? I'm like, I gave her a look. I'm like, I called her husband and says, yeah, you're right. They need more than 2 things of chips. So he bought a whole cart full of snacks and put it out all nice. And I went, there you go. He goes, sadly, this is only a quarter of what I bought. So I said, well, put the rest. If it's dry, put it in the cup and wait for the next party. They had a joint birthday party for all the kids because they were born within days of each other. Well, different years. And they planned that just right. They actually did have all due date. But, some came late. One came right on time, so. Yeah, I can eat more. I'm trying not to. It's like one time Dad says, supper, it's way too early to cook supper. It's 7:30. I'm gonna eat something. You guys can cook for yourself. He goes, oh, she is hungry. And then my brother says she's been hungry since 4. She wanted to cook pasta. And that's exactly what I did. I cooked the pasta. The trim is gonna stay white, and I'm gonna do that a dark gray. I can shadow it with black. I don't know. Oh, is she? Oh, I'm making this a purple blue house, not purple blue. Now I got black. I'll shadow it in a little bit. I remember one time my teacher drew says it's a plain roof. She goes, I know what to do, and she made it. I'm like, yeah. So I got a gray went over it, and then another color to go over it. I'm like, oh yeah. And she looked. Oh, that's nice, Michelle. That's very nice. And thank you. She goes, oh, you drew that roof really nice. So, oh, thank you. I'm gonna go watch some videos. Let me get another snack. Man, some days, you can't eat enough. Even my dad said it. Some days we can't eat enough. Let's go get snacks and see if there's one. Okay. We're having the munchies and we put a whole bunch of stuff. Yep. And the woman says, you know what? She was a health food nut. And sometimes you need to gorge yourself sometimes. She goes that her mother let her one day eat whatever candy, junk food I wanted all day long because she was having that kind of day. The next day we fasted. That's what they did in the family. I'm like, oh, maybe I should do that and just drink water? She was, yep, just drink clear water the next day, and as much as you and just fill up your stomach, and you'll be fine, and take your vitamins though. Oh, okay. So I did it the next day, up until supper. She says that everybody fasts up until supper, so it wasn't a real fast, but that's what they did. So I'm gonna go now. So I'm gonna see you guys later. Most likely, I can do one after supper, or I don't know. But we'll see how far I get on this when I'm watching videos and stuff like that. Sometimes I'll color. Sometimes I'll go onto a different page and leave this one for the lives. The whole book is like this, so that's why I did that. I figured I'll do the first copy color pencil, and maybe the second copy, maybe markers or gel pens. So if you want to see something different on this channel, just leave a comment below. Go get some sleep, Tamara. Cut.